Hey there. Today, we're going to completely transform your relationship with AI. Seriously, we're going to take you from being just a casual user to a powerful commander. And the best part? You don't need to know a single line of code.
You know that feeling when you're thinking about AI and you just feel a little overwhelmed? Maybe a little bit behind the curve? If that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place.
Yeah, these are the big ones, right? The thoughts that stop so many people dead in their tracks, that fear of being left behind, or that it's all way too technical, or maybe even that your job is on the line. These are powerful, and they are really common barriers. But here's the truth that almost nobody gets. There's this huge myth out there that coding is the magic key to unlocking AI's power. It's not. The real key is clarity. The most important skill isn't technical at all, it's your ability to think and communicate clearly.
And this, right here, shows you just how big the opportunity is. A whopping 90% of people don't have this clarity when they talk to AI. By the time we're done here, you're going to be in the top 10%.
So how do we actually build that clarity? Well, it all starts with a really simple but powerful mindset shift. Let's call it your Super Fast Intern. I want you to stop thinking of AI as some magical, mysterious black box and start thinking of it like this instead.
So really, what is AI? It's not some sci-fi robot overlord. It's basically a super fast assistant that does exactly what you tell it to do. It's a tool. And just like any tool, the quality of what you get out of it depends 100% on the quality of the instructions you put in.
I mean, think about it like this. If you walked up to a brand new intern and just said, "Do some research for me," you'd probably get a confused look and, let's be honest, a pretty bad result. But if you give a clear, specific request, you get a great result. AI is exactly the same. It's just infinitely faster.
Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Now for the fun part, the actual tools. We're going to cover 3 really powerful frameworks that'll take you from making simple requests to giving expert-level commands.
So the foundation for every great command is what I call CIE. First, you've got context. You have to give the AI the background it needs. Second, the instruction. Tell it exactly what you want it to do. And third, expectation. Define what you want the final output to look like. You know, most people only give the instruction, and that's exactly why their results are just meh.
Want to level this up? Use the role, task, output framework. The real magic here is giving the AI a persona. The second you say, "You are an AI teacher," you instantly frame the entire response, making it so much more focused and useful.
And here's something that might sound a little backward, but stick with me. Adding constraints, like a word count, or telling it to use a certain tone, or to write for a specific audience, that doesn't limit the AI. It actually does the opposite. Constraints force it to be precise, and that makes the output way, way better.
And all of this really gets to the heart of what separates a total beginner from an expert AI user. It's not about knowing some secret list of prompts. It's all about adopting a pro-level process and, just as important, avoiding those common pitfalls.
Check this out. It's a perfect example. The beginner gives this vague order, "Make a business plan," and gets back a confusing generic document. The expert starts a conversation, act as a consultant, ask me questions first. They don't just get a document back, they get a whole guided process. That is the entire difference.
So let's talk about the traps that most people fall into. Things like writing lazy, one-line prompts, never questioning what the AI gives them, and just accepting that first answer as the final word. This is what holds people back from getting truly great results.
Meanwhile, the experts, they're doing the complete opposite. They treat it like a real, dynamic conversation. They argue with it, they push back, they iterate. They're constantly guiding the tool toward a better and better outcome. And for them, that first response is just the starting line.
And that conversational style, well, that leads us to the most important insight of all. This is the one thing that truly separates the experts from pretty much everyone else.
So, what is it? What's the one game-changing idea that 90% of users are totally missing?
It's this. AI isn't just an answer machine, it's a thinking partner. It is an unbelievably powerful tool you can use to brainstorm, to challenge your own assumptions, and to get your own thoughts crystal clear before you have to make a big decision. And you unlock this incredible power with a totally different kind of prompt. Instead of just asking for the final answer, you ask for help with your thinking process. Simple things like, "I'm confused, ask me some questions," or "help me decide." These little reframes change everything about how you use this tool.
Okay, we've covered a ton of ground, from the right mindset to the right frameworks. Now it's time to make this real with a concrete plan you can start using the second this is over.
So here's what I want you to do. A super simple 4-step daily routine. 1. Give the AI a role. 2. State your goal. 3. Define the output. But listen, the most important part is step 4. Always give a follow-up command. This one habit alone will train you to iterate just like an expert.
So if you look at how an expert spends their time with AI, it looks something like this. About 70% of your energy should be spent guiding the conversation, maybe 20% iterating on the answers you get, and only about 10% blindly trusting what it spits out.
Look, if the one thing that's been holding you back is that little voice saying, "I'm not a coder," I really hope you see now that's just not an excuse anymore. Today can absolutely be your turning point.
Because if there's only one thing you remember from all of this, please let it be this. The goal isn't just to learn how to use AI. The real power, the game-changing power, comes when you learn how to guide it. And that, right there, is how you go from user to commander.